Hi everyone, I would like to share with you a few scriptures of the Bible that got my attention. It talks about the narrow gate. This is in the book of Matthew 7:21. Jesus says, "Not everyone who calls me Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only those who do what my Father in heaven wants them to do it." Not everyone is going to be able to be in the kingdom of heaven unless we do what God wants us to do it. He says narrow is the gate. He says go through the narrow gate, because the gate to hell is wide, and the road that leads to it is easy, but the gate to life is narrow, and the way that leads to it is hard, and there are few people who find it. Wow, this is in the book of Matthew 7:13. Jesus talks about the narrow gate. He also says that if God were our Father, this is in the book of John 8. He says, John 8:42, he says, "If God really were your Father, you would love me, because I came from God. He who comes from God listens to God's words. You, however, are not from God, and that is why you are not listening." Wow, that gets my attention, because Jesus says in the Bible that if God were your Father, you're listening, but we are not listening. He says on the book of Mark 7:6, he says, "These people," says God, "honor me with their words, but their heart is really far away from me. It is not used for them to worship me." Wow. He says we honor him with words, not with our heart, because we don't worship him. God says on the book, Jesus says on the book of Mark 12:30, he said, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, and with all your strength. Give all." He wants us to give 100%. Wow. He says, "If you love me, you obey me." He says, "Those who accept my commandments, obey them, is the one that loves him." That's in the book of John 14:21. He says, happy are those that listen to the words of God and obey it. So he also says, if you listen, don't be stubborn as our ancestors used to. If we listen to his voice, obey it. Give 100% of you to God. That's what he wants, your heart. Alright? And I hope this helps you. God bless you, and thank you. Bye bye.